Hey folks, Will here over at XAUUSD.com. So Sunday the 21st of January 2018, I'm just going to go over some of the swing trading profile trades as it happened last week using the swing trading profile. Okay, we'll just go across all the currency pairs and see which ones were the best really trades of the week. So how the swing trading profile really works is pretty simple. The system gives us signals of the 4-hour and the daily charts, and we trade those signals in the direction of the higher time frame trend, i.e. the weekly and the monthly, and we take signals on the close of the candle. Now it's okay to take a signal like this one here on the Euro USD a couple of candles after. You can see that this was a beautiful signal. You actually got the first signal down here with the divergence and then another big candle here. So I would have been, if I'm trading the swing trading profiles, we're in down here. And the stop loss is pretty simple. So stop loss will be down around the 118 area. So really below this low, maybe just down towards 117, which is a 200 pip journey down. And would have been a nice, for those guys that use the swing trading profile, it's a nice 300-400 pip move up to the upside. Now if you're trading the swing trading profile, it's always just best just to analyze the trend fully. As you can see, we are in an uptrend on the euro, so just it's important to analyze the trend fully. If you watch my weekly analyst videos, you'll be able to, those videos should help you clearly understand where I'm trading from. As you can see, we've talked about this level here at the 121. So this year's signal here would have been really a take profit at 121 down here, and you would have seen how it reacted around that level. As you can see, it's pretty strong coming into it. These big rally candles up, so it's basically telling you that it's about to break, which it did, and it nearly went all the way up to 123 and a half. 123, sorry, yeah, 123 and a half nearly. Okay, so nothing really last week on the euro. You would have had to be in the, yeah, nothing really happened on the euro last week apart from if you're using the day trading profile. So euro JPY, again, this is one you've got to really analyze the trend. We are sideways movements here, but the weekly and the monthly's still up. So the way to trade this with the string trader profile is just look for buy entries on this. As you can see, there was a buying opportunity there 2 weeks ago. 4-hour signal. Again, the best signals are down here, or the big candles there come from down here. But going the higher time frame, you are up, so it's a really good trade to take. But you can see better signals down here. How you trade this is really although it's in a range, you don't really only want to be buying with the higher time frame. So you can see this range here, every time it comes down here, it goes back up. So you want to be taking signals of the 4-hour, the daily, when it comes down into these areas here. Okay, and your stop loss is pretty simple. It would be under that zone here for a tight stop loss, under here, or a tighter one just down there. Here and here. And the target is pretty simple up there. Okay. Euro CAD, anything happened last week? Again, we're bullish, weekly and monthly's up. So we're looking for, you can see we actually did get one the week before. Wasn't it? Yeah. Beautiful signal here. With the divergence, bullish divergence going with the higher time frame trend. Nice signal right in the bands area. Can't really go wrong with that signal there. Stop loss again under this one here. So it would have been a 250 pip stop loss for a 450 pip rally. Okay, and it was a weekly signal also. So this is looking very bullish in the daily in the Euro CAD. Again, nothing last week on it. Week before was a daily signal. Euro JPY, Euro British Pound. Again, we're just in this range. We've got a bullish signal. The monthly is up. It's a weak sell on the weekly. That's just because this big one here last week. So really, this is a buy signal for next week. Start the week off. We've got the buy arrow on the Euro JP British Pound, and we've got the bullish divergence also giving us two signals at the same time on the 4-hour chart. So that's looking for a nice trade this week. Euro JPY, or sorry, Euro British Pound, Euro Pound, Euro Aussie. Again, weekly, monthly bullish, and daily chart last week we got a nice signal there up to the top, and you would be still in this trade. Stop loss would be under here, two lows below, not this low, but that down here, and your target is these highs up here. Okay, if the trend is continuing, you want to target this high and then a new high above it. Okay, it's pretty simple for the targets. You see, last week we actually got a weekly signal, so I'll just explain it again for the targets. So since we're trading the swing trading profile, and you're going in the direction of the higher time frame trend, so you get a daily signal here. So your target is really the last high of the trend up, the last swing high, which is here. Okay, that's your first target. First easy target if the trend is intact. So it is. And second easy target would be, the second target is a new high. And there's two ways to trade that. It's pretty simple. Once it reaches the first high here, you can move your stop loss to break even, or if it's been going up and down, you could move your stop loss to two lows below with current price. Euro Kiwi, we did see the weekly and monthlies up. A few nice signals here the week before last. Beautiful, beautiful. We got both arrows and divergence, and you can see the nice signal there for our chart. So again, we are up, swing high. This would be a signal here you would have been taking. Divergence also. Your stop loss would have been under here, so it's still a trade and play. Another signal here, the daily, but we got a tighter entry there week before on the 4-hour chart. Target for the swing trading profile, again, these trades last longer, is up here at 170, 174. So you just hold these trades. Okay, you will get big moves. If one gets stopped out, it's no big deal. As so look at the last trend here. Look at the daily. Okay, the last swing high. Okay, so see, trend started down here. So first retracement, and look at this swing here. But you can see all the way up here. I think this is the trend started down here. Okay, this is where your trend started here. Likely started to change color here, and let's look at the daily chart. Okay, but you can see where we actually get the best signals that mirrored continuation. Well, you can see these arrows here down in the bands area and shoot back up. Where are we targeting? Pretty simple. Is this? So this was the last high in the trend. So we enter here, here, or here. You could edge into this trade if you want. What I mean edge in is if you're trading one standard lot, you want the full position of the open positions to be one standard lot in trade. You could start off with 0.5 of a lot, and then as it's starting to go your way, maybe here, put the other 0.5 on, and target new highs in the trend. But perfect example here, okay? This signal here didn't go in the bands area really, but look at these signals here going in the bands, just moving slowly, and then we get the signal here, and then a big move up here. Again here, re-enter. Where we targeted, this is the last high, we're targeting this high. Once it gets to this target here, you can move your stop loss to 2 lows below, so it would have been 1 or 1, 2 would have been here. Lock in some profit and see what happens. And again, you can see it targeting new highs. Again, if we're in a strong trend, that's the first easy target is the last high and the last swing high up. Okay, this is your swing high up and swing low. So for a continuation with the weekly and the monthly trend, you want to move up with the upside. And look at the signals we get here all the way up. Another beautiful one here for a continuation. Easy target was the last high. Hit it, easy, bounced, and then back up to make a new high. Okay, Euro Kiwi. And again, if you read my book, you'll understand over to XAUUSD.com. You'll understand when the trend is changing on the higher time frames. So you can see we've had a weekly trend line break. So this area here broke the trend line, and we've actually got a daily signal here to go back with the trend. So this could be just a normal trend line break. We'll have to come back up here and then to go back down. If not, it comes up to target this high and continues higher. So we'll have to watch this for the meantime. Euro Swiss franc again. Very bullish trend. Up last week. You'd say last week on Friday we actually got another signal. You can just buy this really, but targeting these high. You can see that the profit targets in this aren't really that much. You're just targeting the previous high, which is at 118. Only got 80 pips there, and stop loss would have to be down here. Zoom out and analyze that in the monthly. And Euro Swiss franc is up at this area where it was before that. When the Swiss franc unpegged the currency. See here, that big drop, it's just made its all the way back up to that there fair value. It's not one I tend to trade. British pound. USD. Again, the monthly's down. So it is. See, we're in like a slow rising up trend, but you can see why we're down here because of this level here. Okay, it hasn't really taken out any highs that caused any lows on the monthly. So this was the last swing high that caused this low here. So this downtrend is kind of really still intact, and it's just making its way up to the weekly. Yeah, we're up. You can see in the weekly we're up. So if you want to trade with the weekly trend, you can take buy trades, and you can see here that's why. One up there. The best signal here was really this one down here. Here on the daily last week in the 4-hour chart. This divergence, we had a beautiful divergence trade here after this rally up here, and then divergence here, and then a nice rally. Okay, British pound, yen. Last week there was nothing really yet. Last week you had some nice signals going with the trend on the pound, the daily one. Sorry, the daily here in the pound. Nothing on the 4-hour chart last week. The daily we had one here on Monday, or that was the Friday. So we continued that trade all the way up last week. What did it do? It targeted the high, the last high in the trend, which was kind of here, and made a new high. That was a nice trade for the week last week. Swing trading profile. Yen Pound yen, again, the monthly is still down. We're just coming to that level that caused the swing high that caused this new low, and it's coming into that level now. So this is a key area we're looking at here. But you can trade these moves up on the weekly, off the weekly trend. And last week, nice signal here. The week before, down here, better signals down here in and around the bands area. This here's a nice continuation trade off the 20 MA in the middle there. So nice trade. So hope you're understanding how I'm trading this. British pound Aussie. Again, if you look at the monthly, I've talked about this in the weekly forecast for a while now. You can see we are at the all-time low areas here. We've had a monthly bullish candle here at this area here. So this here, I can see this going up. The pound Aussie going back up, maybe towards this zone here. So I tend to be looking to buy this, looking for areas to buy this. You can see the week before we actually got a buy signal on the weekly. So the pound Aussie gains traction. We could be going up to the upside. And if you just look at the Aussie dollar here, coming into a key area where we could be going down on the weekly. Talked about this in the forecast. These areas here. It's just coming into it now. Moving sideways for quite a while now. Getting a lot of buy signals in the monthly charts, but it's really got to take out this area, this area here, to continue to more to the upside, which is 81. Pound CAD, similar story at the bottom of the all-time low. We've had a few months ago we had a bull buy, and I'm liking this trade also, coming all the way up to here. This zone here. So you can buy, start looking there, is the buy going with the weekly trend. So expect this to go back up. This is how I use the swing trading profile and the day trading profile. I look for the arrows and I analyze the markets too, so you can really understand why the markets are moving. If you understand that too, you can get the best signals off the system. And that's why I recommend reading my book. And you can get it free over to FXAUUSD.com. Once you're looking at this here, a low is if you're moving down, you can see we're at the all-time low levels here on the British pound CAD, what we've got data for. So this is telling you we at the all-time low of the monthly charts, and we very highly likely that we're going to get a move back up the fair value somewhere between the 50% area. And yeah, 50% of the all-time there is up here. You can see there are actually zones that if you read my book, I talk about this zone here, the 38.2. So you'll tend to see that a lot of these zones are in around the fib lines. You can see the zone here up to 50. Okay, so I'm liking this to go to the upside, up towards 180. Yeah, this zone here to 184 and 182, or even higher. So watch this one this year. Could be a big year for pound pairs. British pound, Swiss franc. Another one that's just been moving. Well, again, we're at the all-time bottoms here, and low the monthly's down. This is likely to catch up. If you look at the USD Swiss franc and the Euro Swiss franc pairs, we're likely to go up around this zone here. Highly likely this year. Even this one here. So this one. Be a good buy this year, buy and hold pound Swiss franc. So we got lots of signals down here in the weekly. This one's a good one to trade, just bad. Bad this one here. 3 weeks ago we had a signal. People buying it. If you've got the system, targets, easy targets up here. Looking at the weekly charts. You take out this high here, and then there's nothing really stopping it to go all the way up to 143. Post-bird exit, pre-bird exit. Aussie, again monthly. We've had last month we had a signal to the upside. Again, it's got to take out this high. Takes out this high. I'm talking about a big year on the Aussie dollar this year. Breaks these highs here. There's nothing really stopping it to get up towards the 93 area. But again, it's got to break this really zone was in now. If it doesn't, I suspect it to come back down. Just look at the weekly. Again, you just want to buy this. You look at this weekly signal here, going with the monthly trend. Divergence signal, nice pop up. Where's your target? Easy target is up here. We've talked about this. In here, first target's up here. It's an easy 500 pips. Stop loss would be initial stop loss. You can put down here as it moves in your favor. Just move it up to here, and once it takes off, just look at the daily. Just look at this signal here a few weeks ago. 1, 2, 3, boom. Awesome rally off them. And if you watch any of my daily videos, you will see that I post, you will see that these signals happen in live time, and they're not a repaint. This is the actual signals that have happened. I'm more of a day trader, so sometimes I'll take swing trades, but I'm more of a day trader scalper. But I've been getting a lot of questions on how to trade the swing trading profile, and this is just basically how you do it. And you can incorporate the same rules that you use for the swing trader and just incorporate it down into the day trading profile and all the way down into the scalping profile. Okay, USD CAD. Anything last week? Again, we're bearish in this. Last week I had one bearish signal there. Didn't last too long. Again, I wouldn't be buying this. I'd just wait for it to happen because all these are red. And USD yen. The week before we had the signal, the divergence, and a nice rocket down. I've talked this for weeks, coming down to 108 area anyway. Again, USD Swiss franc. This is a good buy for next week. So we've just been in this range now for a few years, and it'll be a good buy just to play it back up to the. We actually got a signal a few days ago. Back up. Stop loss is just really down here. Targets. Easy targets here and above. Okay guys, so hope this video helps understand how to use the swing trader profile for trading, how to enter the trades, how to place your take profits, your targets, your stop losses, etc. I highly recommend heading over to the www.thefxaus.com and accessing my free book and understand how I actually analyze the markets and look for zones and analyze the trend, etc. And after you've got that, simply click the link below and access the Day Trader X system or the Swing Trader X system. And any questions, get in contact with me at will@thefxaus.com. It's very powerful. If you use it right, you read my book and basically just use a bit of knowledge of how the markets work and enter the best signals going with the higher time frame trends. And always analyze the monthly and the weekly, just so you know where you are in the trend. And if the trend's coming to the end, you'll know not to enter, like on the British pound CAD here. Though it's been down, you'll know not to enter trades, as you can see in the monthly, where the all-time lows here. You'll know not to enter too many trades down here. Same with the pound. Pound Aussie is the actual one there. Okay, low the monthly's down. Let's see where all-time low area is here. Could initially come back down here, but if it takes out these highs here, we're looking to go to the upside. Okay, so I hope this video helps. To access the system, click the link below in the description area. Any questions, get in contact with me at willover@xaus.com or simply add me on Skype at william.simpson20. Thanks guys, speak to you soon.